Over the years, China has developed into a communist nation with the help of Mao Zedong and other leaders. The Communist Party of China was established in 1921 and put under the control of Mao Zedong in 1927. The Communist Party did not gain control until 1947, when Mao led a revolution against the government. When Mao finally rose to power, he thought,
"I have an excellent plan for the economy,"
and thus began the Great Leap Forward in 1958. His main part of that was something called a commune, or a community of people living together who share similar beliefs and lives. These may have been a good idea at the time. However, Mao expected people to farm well and be skilled at industrial work without any direction. So instead of succeeding, it looked a little more like this.
What are we doing? Potatoes! I don't think this is how potatoes work. So why isn't it working? Because you gotta find the potatoes. Where are they? In the potatoes.
Deal time. Okay. Rocks. I don't think this is steel. But okay. Ooh. Steel!
What is farming? What is life?
Due to lack of agricultural and industrial knowledge, China experienced famine and an economic decline. People were very upset and acted something like this.
All the food! Where is it? Come on, communists!
You use all the food to make the steel! Our last source of food. All gone because of you!
Where's the food? Where is it?
After the Great Leap Forward failed, China plunged into an economic depression. Mao feared that this failure would drive China back into traditional ways and prevent modernization. So he launched the Cultural Revolution in 1966. Hoping to encourage nationalism, Mao recruited mainly students to enforce his ideological concepts. He made everyone carry little red books with all his ideas and goals for China inside. This so-called Red Army of students began harassing intellectuals and anyone who would oppose Mao's plan for China. Many of them were often hurt or killed if an individual was unable to recite lines from the book or was caught without it.
Hey you! Recite line 77.
Communism and stuff.
Mao eventually realized his plan had spiraled out of control and forced students to be re-educated while requesting that the military restore order. The Cultural Revolution officially ended in 1976 after years of fighting. After Mao Zedong's death in 1976, a man named Deng Xiaoping quickly came to power. Deng's main goal was to set China on a course to economic recovery. Deng began campaigning for the four modernizations. He planned to work to develop industry,
We learned how to make steel.
agriculture,
I learned how to farm! Look at our plants, they're so prosperous.
defense,
We learned how to fight!
and science and technology.
And we have new science.
Oh. Have some medicine. Thank you. You're welcome.
He got rid of communes and instead created a system in which the government took a certain amount of produce from each household and allowed extra to be kept for private use. Deng also incorporated the one-child policy to limit the population in order to prevent overpopulation. Under Deng's rule, the oppressive power of the Chinese Communist Party became too much for civilians, sparking rage in Tiananmen Square. Students and other individuals rallied in Beijing, crying out for democracy. The rally sounded a little something like this.
We want democracy, democracy, democracy. We want democracy,
Democracy, democracy, democracy. We need more democracy, democracy, democracy.
Deng refused to listen and instead tried to slaughter his own people in the Tiananmen Square massacre. He sent in tanks and army men to kill unarmed civilians. A brave man, known as Tank Man, tried to stop the tanks by walking in front of them with grocery bags. This incident went kind of like this.
Hey, yo, buddy, get out the way!
You gotta respect this country!
Nah, man, these people are out of control!
Democracy!
Communism!
Shut up!
Get him out of the way! Yeah!
The demonstrations in Tiananmen Square were quickly crushed, and Deng maintained his influence until death. Overall, China has undergone many important economic, social, and political changes throughout history.